Janna Beam. I'm gonna demonstrate a few things about hand, body, and eye position when you're running barrels. When I'm training colts, my hands are higher, and I usually have split reins. So my hands get pretty high, but they're about right here. I like them to be wide. I don't want to keep my hands close together when I'm starting a colt. I do like to lift my inside rein more than I do pull to the inside. I don't want to pull my horse this way, because if I pull my horse this way, it sends his whole body away from himself. So I like that little lift, but I use my feet at the same time. So it looks like I'm not really doing much with my hands, and I don't want to do too much with my hands. I want to use my feet more, but some things happen, you know, you do what you got to do when you run. But when I am starting colt, my hands are higher than I would ever have them running. When I run a horse in competition, I want to keep my hands, I still want them spread out, but I want them down here. I want them lower, so I'm not jerking my horse's face off, picking his head up. The closer I am to my horse, the more control that I have of my horse. I don't want to be on his neck, because then that's going to make me lean forward. I don't want to be way out here, like I said. If I start pulling way out here, I don't have as much control. I can't put him where I want him. So this is my hands, they're here. When I approach a barrel, I don't look at the barrel. I want to look beside the barrel, because you're going to go where you look. So my hands are low, I'm looking beside the barrel. My body's in the middle of my horse. So if everything's where I want it, I can literally just go to my horn, and it's an easy turn. So if I'm just starting a colt, I'll show you how I would be if I was just riding a green colt, and then I'll show you how I want to be when I go faster in competition. So if I'm on just a baby, just a 3-year-old, I'm going to slow things down a little bit. More than likely, my hands are going to be higher. They're going to be spread out. They're not going to be high, like way high, but they're going to be about right here when I'm riding a baby, because I want to be able to move that colt around without pulling on both sides of the face. Like, I don't want to. Split reins are much easier. I should get my split reins, but I want to be spread out here, be able to move things around, fix it. If something goes wrong, fix it without scaring my horse. My body and my eyes on a baby, they're the same as when I run. I don't change my body position really any when I'm riding a 3-year-old versus a horse that I'm running. The only thing I might do different, or actually I know I do different, I sit down in my seat a lot harder, and I have to brace for the turn, and not brace in a stiff, scared way. I just have to sit down, because my horse better be turning fast. So my eyes are always beside the barrel. They're not looking straight at the barrel. When I leave this barrel, my eye is looking right beside the second barrel if I'm in competition. But I'm on a colt right now. So my hands are higher. I have more room. I just want to keep that horse freed up, moving forward, soft through the body, not too soft. But my eyes, they're still in the same spot. I almost look between my horse's ears in a way. I'm not gonna say I look at my horse's ears, because then I'd be looking down, and so I'd probably fall on my horse's neck. I don't know. But my body sit up straight. My eyes are beside the barrel, and my hands are, in competition, they're lower, but working a colt, they're gonna be higher. I kind of mixed in the colt versus the finished horse there, but so I'll go back through. I'm gonna pretend I'm on a colt. Here's my hands, my eyes beside the barrel. I'm on Just gonna work a colt slow. Now I'm gonna leave straight and I'll look beside that barrel. My hands are still higher than they would be in competition. I don't want to run with my hands this high. But I always want to have my feet available for use, because your feet do a lot more than your hands can sometimes. You can control your horse's body with your feet. So here, now I'm gonna show you if I'm running a horse in competition. My hands are gonna get lower. They're a lot closer to my horse. Sitting up straight, I'm gonna go to my saddle. He didn't catch his lead, so I'm gonna sit up straight. I'm gonna bump him on his butt, make him change leads. Didn't catch his lead. I'm gonna bump him. So in competition, I want to stay closer to my horse. I want to look beside the barrel. I want to keep my horse between my hands, but I've got to be in the middle of my horse with my body. I cannot be out to one side or the other. So from competition to training colts, your hands are going to change.